F.U.N Convention TV and Florida United Numismatists welcome you to a glimpse of the F.U.N Show in Orlando, Florida. Join us as we discover all that the F.U.N Show has to offer in coin tales from the Bourse floor. F.U.N Convention TV welcomes Dr. Glenn Peterson of the Bust Half Nut Club to the F.U.N Show. Welcome. Dr. Peterson, tell the novice coin collector about the Bust Half Nut Club.
The Bust Half Nut Club is an organization that is founded to promote the advancement of and study of bust half dollars. They're minted from 1794 to 1836, which there's 108 die marriages of the early ones, pre-turbans, and then the turban head. There is 450 die marriages. A die marriage is the die produces an obverse of a coin, and the die produces the reverse. When the two are combined and strike a planchet, that becomes a coin, and each has a die marriage, the obverse and reverse die being involved. And some of those coins produce from obverse and reverse die. There are many, many thousands known, and some, there's just two, and one there's three known. So some can be exceedingly rare. And that's the interesting point, is knowing the difference between that very common one and the extreme rarity.
And you did your meeting here today, and you actually have some samples that you could actually show us of.
Yes, we're very much into the advancement of study of these coins, and we like to put out information to prospective members and young numismatists to give them information about this series, because we really think that grows the hobby and improves the interest for the hobby. Our membership has grown from a small group of 25 now up to 118 members. So we have been growing over the years, and it's because we like to promote information about the coins. Today we had an educational program on bust half dollars, where these bust half dollars were double struck. And what happened to this particular coin was in the coining chamber, and in the coining chamber it was struck once along the top, and then was put aside, and then struck again when it was put back into the coining chamber. So you see the evidence of the first strike on this coin, and there was a lot of discussion today at our meeting about how could this have been reduced, and why were those evidence of the first strike only in a certain portion of the coin, and why was not in other portions of the coin. And we had a lively discussion with our members and guests to talk about mint technology and how these coins were produced.
You have another sample?
This one is double struck on the obverse, and this particular coin, this is the one on double struck on the reverse, and you see there's some dentillation from the first strike on the reverse over the E pluribus unum and over the states of America. And so this was also a double struck coin. We had considerable discussion about whether this was struck first by an error or whether it was struck later, and I think we concluded that it was struck in error first and then put aside and then struck in the final production of the coin. So this is another example of a bust half dollar that has been double struck.
Okay. Do you have educational materials available to new collectors?
Well, we'd really like to promote new collectors and give information to them. One of the key things when you're researching about a field of numismatics is reading the book before you buy the coin, getting the knowledge about the coin. And this book, called The Ultimate Guide to Attributing Bust Half Dollars, makes it easy for you to attribute the rare coins from the common coins in which die marriage, obverse and reverse die, has produced this particular coin. So this book helps to make it easy with charts and diagrams to help you conclude which varieties these would be. And it has blown up pictures of each of the die marriages. The key point of that particular die, obverse and reverse, it makes that die, obverse and reverse, unique. So you can find that particular coin attributed as to whether it's which variety it might be. So this makes it simple, and we feel that it would help a young numismatist collector and other collectors just beginning to get a grip on this field and have an interest in collecting these beautiful coins and find those rare ones that you either can add to your collection or you could even sell for a very nice profit. So we encourage members to study material like this to promote the hobby.
Right, the young people are the future of the hobby. So you do actually foster a program where we, educate the young numismatists.
We had a teenage young numismatist come to our meeting today. Was quite interested in what we had to say, and was happy to sign his book for the of the bust-half reference. And he's been looking for some of these rare varieties and has been lucky to find some of the rare coins without the seller's knowledge of what it was. So he was able to find that rare one by having the knowledge about the coins.
When you're talking about finding the rare one, they do actually, it's a specialty devoted to the collection and study of U.S. half dollars that are minted between a particular time period, 1794 to 1836, is that correct?
That's the time period of all the bust half dollars. This book covers the 1807 to 1836 series.
Okay.
And it's called a turban half with this Liberty has a cap. It says Liberty on it. And that's the series that has 450 dime marriages. Some rare and some common.
Okay. And how does one become a member?
Well, the key thing is that you need the interest and enthusiasm to be able to collect the entire series. We call it the fever. The fever is where you have such enthusiasm about these coins that you want to go further and collect more and more, and maybe, possibly someday, collect the entire series. When you have what we call the fever, those are the prospective members we'd like to have. If you're just a casual collector, we also have a membership of an organization called John Wright Collectors Society, and you don't have to show the desire to collect the entire series, just that you're interested in learning about the series. So that's another resource for young collectors.
And so your unusual club name, the Bust Half Nut Club, actually has a reason for it. You'll tell me a bit about that?
The Bust Half Nut Club is the early members, when they were just a small group, they would say that they're nuts over these coins.
That's funny.
And so we would get so crazy about these coins and collect them to the exclusion of anything else. So that name stuck back in the 1960s and 70s, and now has continued to present.
And where can we find you online?
We have a website and has excellent pictures. Online you can find it at busthalfnutclub, all one word, .org. And it'll tell you about the membership and about the coins that we collect, and give you more information and direct you to other resources.
That's awesome. Well, I want to thank you very much for taking your time out of your busy day to speak with F.U.N Convention TV. It's been a pleasure.
Happy to.
Thank you. Fun Facts Fast. You've been watching F.U.N Convention TV. Visit F.U.N forums for fun show updates, videos, articles, photos, and more. F.U.N forums, it just makes sense. This video is the property of F.U.N, Florida United Numismatists. Re-editing or use without prior consent is strictly prohibited.